What we're about to do in today's video is take our everyday Apple products and convert them into carbon fiber. Well, not literally, but use accessories that will allow us to achieve this accomplishment to make this possible. So right beside me, I have two brands. One from Pitaka and the other one from Monocarbon. Pitaka specializes in one material, and that is Airmid fiber, which is the same exact material that's used to create bulletproof stuff. So this case is somewhat bulletproof, but since it's so thin, there's barely any mass to absorb all that. I hardly doubt it's gonna be that effective, as demonstrated on Stu's channel. But with Pitaka's material, we are able to achieve that carbon fiber look that we're looking for. And then the Monocarbon is actually using real carbon fiber composite material. And on their website, they also make the same Airmid fiber, just like the Pitaka. And they also have Alcantara combination with carbon fiber and a bunch of other cool stuff. But we're just gonna go ahead and focus on their carbon fiber lineup. So for the Apple Watch, we're gonna use Monocarbon since they actually have the case and a carbon fiber band. And this is the outer case for the 44mm Series 4 and 5 Apple Watch. Taking it out of the box, and here's our case for our Apple Watch. It's a snap-on case which just goes on like so. You don't have to take it off or anything like that. On the back side, we have full access for the band release. Along the edges, everything is nice and soft. There's no sharp edges, which is great. There's no interference issue with the power button, nor is there with the crown wheel. Microphone and speaker grill cutouts are perfectly cut out, and screen is still really responsive, although it doesn't offer a lot of protection like a shock absorbing case does. But all we're trying to achieve here is just the carbon fiber look. So since we took off the band, let's go ahead and put on their carbon fiber band on the Apple Watch. So in here is our Apple Watch band, and it's also made out of carbon fiber. This is for the 44mm size option, and the smaller size option of course is available. And the band just simply attaches on like so. The latches are a darker color than the space gray aluminum body Apple Watch, but if you have a dark stainless steel Apple Watch, they should match perfectly fine. But from a distance, I mean, this looks really good. I think we accomplished the look we were going for. So the band is made out of real leather. In the back here it says genuine leather. It's very flexible, it's not irritating. The black stitching looks really awesome. It's a mixed hybrid, as you can see, between leather and carbon fiber. It is a really thin piece of carbon fiber, so it's not hard plastic or anything like that, but you could tell if you look really close, it's real carbon fiber, which is amazing. The cutout right here looks like it got punctured in by some kind of heavy machinery, and overall, I mean, yeah, this is definitely the look we were looking for. Let's go ahead and move on to the other accessories. Now for the AirPod cases, both Pitaka and the Monocarbon make these cases for not just the AirPods 1 and 2, but also the AirPods Pro. Now with the Pitaka case, it still is using the same Airmid fiber material. So it's gonna have the same exact nice soft texture with a 3D grip. Now the AirPods Pro, they simply just slide in like so. And it is a two-piece design, but the top part of the lid, this part, there's a removable peel sticker we gotta peel because this actually uses the gel to make sure it stays in place. This way the lid doesn't easily fall off, but we simply just take the lid and just attach it on like so. Now going back to the lid, it is reusable and it's washable gel, so it's not 3M tape where once you place it on, that's it, you can no longer take it off or reuse it if you want to change the look. Now there's no interference issue when it comes to opening up or closing the lid. Just one thing I noticed, it does leave a huge gap right there. This, I mean, that's all it could go. That gap is there to stay. I guess that's part of their design, so that's the only con I see with this case. But all in all, it's a good protective case. It's large. It has a little hook right here, which you could actually attach the carabiner, which also came included, so you could clip it on your pocket, bag, and all that good stuff. You got full access to the lightning port down here. Just there's no pair button access. That's unfortunate, so you have to remove the case if you need to pair it to some other device, like another third party, like an Android or something like that. But in iOS, you don't need to. I guess that's the reason why. LED cutouts right there, and there shouldn't be any interference issue when it comes to wirelessly charging this thing because it's not that thick, so it still will wirelessly charge. Genuinely, it's a really nice case. I'm just not too big of a fan of the gap though. But let's go ahead and move on back to the carbon mono. Now this one is super thin, way thinner than the Pitakas. And to insert the AirPods Pro, we just simply slide it on and then just attach the upper part. So it's still the same two-piece design, but this one is super thin. I mean, this almost looks like it's some kind of skin, to be honest. And we still have the opening port for the LED indicator. We're not left with that big gap like the Pitaka case did. And then the opening port for the lightning port's right there and available. And the pairing button is actually right there, accessible. So you don't have to take off the case like the Pitaka case if you need to repair it to something. It's super thin, so wireless charging should work and shouldn't have any issues. And overall, I kind of like this one more than the other one, than the Pitaka ones, just because of the thinness. But if you're looking for something that has more protection, obviously the Pitaka, since it's larger, they'll offer a lot more. And removing it out of the case, for something this thin, it doesn't flex at all. So this is the real deal. Carbon fiber is strong. Now I didn't get the Pitaka version for just the standard AirPods 1 or the AirPods 2, but with the mono case, we did get it. And this is how it looks like on those standard AirPods. And again, it looks really nice. From a distance, it really does look like it's a skin, and I really do like that gloss texture, which can also be bought in a non-gloss texture if you don't like the glossiness. But I really do like this effect because with this gloss texture, it gives out that real carbon fiber three-dimensional look as carbon fiber actually does, even on something that's small like the AirPods. And surprisingly, as glossy these two cases might look, it's actually really grippy, believe it or not. It doesn't feel like it's gonna easily slip off my fingertips. There is some grip to them somehow. Now carrying on to the final Apple device we need to deck out with carbon fiber is our phone. This is the iPhone 11 Pro. They also make it for iPhone 11s, 10s, 10, Max, and not just Apple products. They also have Android and also Samsung from my understanding. Now the mono case that they send us is a more shock absorbing version, as it's not one of those thin ones that just snap on, although you can still attach it on like so. Again, since this is the glossy version, it gives out that three-dimensional carbon fiber reflection that we all know and love. So the buttons are really responsive. Vibration motor is easy to access. There's extra textures on the side, so you could grip this really easy. Bottom opening ports are nicely exposed, and the gold texture on the bottom makes this thing stand out even more. There is a small lip that goes around the screen, but it's not high enough, so I really advise to put on a tempered glass screen protector of some kind if this is your daily. Now let's go ahead and move on to the Pitaka case. Now it comes in this pretty cool packaging, just opens up like a booklet. There's nothing underneath it, just glue. But basically here's our case, and this one actually has the magnetic mounts right here. So if you have one of those magnetic vent mounts, you can either use that one or pick up the Pitaka one, and this should allow you to actually mount your phone without requiring you to have some kind of metal adapter. And there's no interference when it comes to wireless charging because they designed it so the middle center part for the wireless charging to work could still go through and charge your device. And unlike the AirPod case, the Pitaka logo is actually in the backside, so it's out of sight. So it's one of those thin cases where you simply just attach this like so, and it just literally just snaps into place. Texture wise, feels really nice. Again, this is the airman material, but still gives out that carbon fiber look that we like. And there's a nice cutout around the camera lens too, to protect each lens. Bottom ports nice and open, buttons fully exposed. And when taking a photo with the wide angle lens, you don't even see the hump on the case, which is excellent. But like all Pitaka cases, it's really soft, it's grippy. The three-dimensional grip really does feel nice. But will this protect your phone from a 10-foot drop? Of course not. That's not what this case was intentionally designed for. There's barely any mass here to absorb any type of drop. But when we bundle everything all together with all of our carbon fiber accessories, this looks boss. So if you're about that carbon fiber lifestyle, definitely do check out these accessories. I know online there's many different options to choose from, but these are high quality stuff, and there's a lot of different options you can choose from. I know with Pitaka, there's a couple of color options you can select from, and with the Monocarbon, you can select gloss or non-gloss, depending on what look you're trying to look for. And when you combo that with a carbon fiber pen for your office, and easily makes this into the ultimate carbon fiber setup. So there we have it. All these products will be linked down in the video description down below for you. Real quick, thank you Pitaka and Monocarbon for providing us these accessories for all of us to go ahead and look at. And if you're wondering what kind of accessories I have on my AirPods, I'll include a playlist right there that'll show you everything that I have equipped right now on my AirPods Pro. That's a playlist. I go over all those accessories. And then this video over here, that is a video that YouTube is recommending specifically for you. They say you're gonna like it, so if you want to go ahead and watch that, go ahead and do so. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.